Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, oh my God, I can't believe this, man. I can't believe this, and I really hope they're serious about what we're going to talk about in this video. Now, for those that know, and for those that don't know, David Benavidez, a very popular subject of conversation here on this channel. You know, him and his dad, they were talking recently, and apparently sounds like Team Benavidez might actually be willing to do what they should have did years ago because they've been wasting their time at 168. That is my honest to God, stone cold opinion about Benavidez. He should really move up to 175. He's wasting time waiting around at 168 for Al Heyman to make one of these fights. But that's just my opinion. It's an opinion that most people don't agree with because they don't really know David Benavidez's career as well as they think they do. But anyway, getting into it, here's what David Benavidez Sr. said about the current state of David Benavidez's career and the potential move into the light heavyweight division, stating the following. And I quote, "David is an animal. He trains super hard. He's focused and disciplined. We want to stay active and keep advancing. We'll fight anybody in order to make our history. We're always in the gym and staying ready. If the odds better be a fight is presented to us, we'll definitely take it. We are open to testing the waters at 175 pounds. I will also love a fight with Bivol, whom we've sparred with before. Gilberto Ramirez is another fight we want. We're ready. If no one wants to fight at 168, we're going to have to move and bounce back up and down. We're ready to test our skills and give the fans the fights that they want." He then went on by talking about Beterbiev, as far as David fighting him, saying, I quote, "David has a lot of skills that people haven't seen yet. People say that David can't box. Well, he hasn't needed to box yet. He's been stronger than his opponents," which is the truth. That's why they stayed at 168, because they had the size and power advantage over practically everybody they fight there. He then went on by saying, I quote, "With Beterbiev, you have to move around. You can't just come forward. That guy hits hard. He's super smart. He's very intelligent. For somebody like that, we have to be super careful. We would have to box and use a jab and head movement and use some angles. People want to see the fights that are really dangerous. One loss doesn't mean anything on our mind. He's a warrior, and he's willing to risk his undefeated records." There you have it. Team Benavidez throwing out the possibility that they might finally be moving to 175. Now, for those that are new to this channel and have never heard me speak about David Benavidez, let me tell you guys this. 3 years ago, the WBC, not 3 years ago, was it 2 years ago, after the Angulo fight when he missed the weigh-in. Might have been Angulo or might have been Ellis. I can't remember if it was Angulo or Ellis. But one of those fights where he missed weight, the WBC stripped him of the belt, and they moved him up. They actually put him number one in the 175 light heavyweight rankings, in which he would have been in position to fight Artur Beterbiev, but they, I guess, didn't feel confident, they being Team Benavidez, didn't feel confident in fighting Beterbiev at that particular time, so they asked to be removed from the 175 rankings and be reinstated back into the 168 rankings. So now here we are in 2022, Benavidez has been beating up on 54 and 60 pounders, saying that everybody's afraid of him, which is not true. And now that they're realizing that, hey, we got to go to 175. And you know what? I've had a lot of things to say about David Benavidez. They haven't always been positive. I mean, sometimes it is positive because he's a fantastic young fighter, and I like Benavidez. But a lot of times, I want Benavidez to realize his potential, and I feel like, you know, Samson Boxing, Samson Lukowitz, he's kind of been holding David back from really realizing his potential, because in the old days in boxing, when boys were boys and men were men, by 25 years old, David Benavidez would have been a superstar, a legitimate superstar by now with multiple big fights. He'd be a pay-per-view star already. Go look at like the career arcs of guys like De La Hoya and Trinidad and Hopkins and the guys just 20 years ago, what they were doing at 25 years old at David's age. It's just a different time, and I feel like David has the throwback mentality, but he's in an era where boxing is overly political. It's overly politicized. It's overly protective of good young talent such as yourself. So, listen, 175 would be great for David. I think, you know, there's a lot of great fights there for him. More exciting fights that will really challenge him, and I feel like bring out the overall skill set of David Benavidez. I mean, obviously, they mentioned the Beterbiev fight. I'm not so sure how likely that fight is with all the fake politics that go on in boxing. But that's a fight that I would love to see happen because, we hear that Benavidez is this Mexican monster, but you can't be a Mexican monster if you're fighting guys one weight class and 2 weight classes smaller than you. You got to fight guys that, make people question, okay, we know you're a good fighter, but could you beat this guy? And I'll be honest, if you were to fight Artur Beterbiev, oh my God. I really don't think David Benavidez would have much of a chance. I think Artur Beterbiev punched 5 holes straight through him if they ever fought. Straight up. And that would be the kind of fight that where if David Benavidez was to go in there and beat up on Artur Beterbiev, then I would have to look at David Benavidez like in the greatest light possible. Because Artur Beterbiev is a guy that, in my humble opinion, fight by fight, performance by performance, you may have your opinions about it, but the reality is he's becoming one of the not just one of the best fighters in boxing today, not just one of the best light heavyweights in boxing today, but he's looking like one of the best light heavyweights to ever touch a pair of boxing gloves. And he may just prove himself to be one of, if not maybe even the greatest light. He's going to be up there. I don't know if he'll be the greatest, but because he's got to do a lot, but he's going to really put himself in rarefied air if he gets the fights he needs to get and delivers the way he's been delivering. Because so far, nobody's even made it the distance to Artur Beterbiev, let alone be competitive and beat him. So if Benavidez could do that, that would really be a huge feather in his cap. Same would go for if he fought a Bivol. If he fights a Zurdo, what a great fight that would be. That was a fight that was actually supposed to happen years ago when David Benavidez was trying to sign with Top Rank. What was it, like 3 or 4 years ago? He signed a deal with Top Rank, and Top Rank gave him like a $250,000 advance, I believe it was. But then, Samson Lukowicz and Top Rank got into a dispute. David returned the money back, and then PBC. He went back to PBC, and he really hasn't done a whole lot since, except knock out 54 and 60 pounders and say he's a monster. So I feel like that fight would have happened in 2018 when he went to Top Rank, and that could have been one. But now he'd probably be. You would say now that he's more ready for a Zurdo fight right now than he was back then. So that'd be a great fight. There's so many much better fights for Benavidez at 175 than there are at 68. I mean, even if you wanted to just test the waters, right? He could fight Marcus Brown. A good southpaw, former world title challenger, a guy that's good. Fight him. It'd be a safe debut at light heavyweight. Beat up on him real quickly. Get him out of here. Send him packing. Show the world what you can do at the new weight class. And then go for the big boys. That's really what I feel like Benavidez could do. That's really what I really feel like the best Benavidez is never going to be at 68. The best Benavidez will exist at 175. You can fight Callum Smith, who's fighting in the WBC Eliminator this week. There's just so many possibilities. All I see for David Benavidez at light heavyweight are nothing but possibilities. So, yeah, I want Benavidez to move to 175, and I'm hoping his dad are not bullshitting and getting my hopes up, because that would really, as a boxing fan and as somebody who's followed Benavidez for a long time here on True School Sports, I would love to see him move to 175, because I really do feel like the fights that are going to challenge him the most and bring out the best in him are at 175, not so much at 168. But that's my thoughts on the matter. You guys can leave your thoughts on the matter down below. Do you guys want to see Benavidez move to 175? Does anybody out there agree with me that he's wasting his time at 168? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you move to 175, which fight would you want to see the most? Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.